I didn't want to leave this one out. Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to The Right Opinion, the home of a twat with too much free time. And airlines, what can I say about them? Well, I've travelled on a fair few long haul flights in my time, and despite the fact that you may have paid a few £100s per ticket, the money always seems to be lost somewhere between the payment and the service. And that's no surprise to an extent. Companies want to make money, and they want to offer the bare minimum that they can do without losing business. It seems that this bar has progressively lowered over the years and has finally hit rock bottom with the glorious company known as United Airlines. Now, as we've recently investigated with Pepsi, it seems that corporations aren't having the best time in the media right now. And in an attempt to outdo their soft beverage rivals, United Airlines have been embroiled in a new scandal that surely contends a new low in customer service. But first, I'm here to enlighten you with some juicy knowledge. United Airlines got into this situation due to something called overbooking. Now, overbooking is a ploy taken up by aviation companies in which they overbook planes that would typically be full regardless. This is done as it's quite regular practice for people who've booked to not turn up to their flights. Some people claim that this is because airlines want to promote greener travel and lower fares for paying customers. That is sanctimonious bullshit. The truth is, the company has a full flight and more money in their pocket. It comes down to their cash, their dollar, not yours. And certainly not the fucking environment, they're fucking planes. Anyway, overbooking has one drawback, one very slight drawback. There are occasions when everyone does turn up to their flight and they have excess people for the seats required. Now, in many instances, they will ask for volunteers to give away their seats with the offer of compensation. In these circumstances, typically people will take the money. However, in this instance, no one did that. At which point, they will forcefully ask someone to give up their seat. However, this time, in this specific situation, the person they confronted was fairly stubborn about their seat. And that's fair enough. They paid for it after all. However, not to be defeated, the crew brought in their muscle. There was further exchange in which the individual firmly remained seated, at which it became a tad physical, with these gentlemen yanking this guy out of the chair and dragging him along the aisle. This was all recorded and it didn't take long for it to begin circulating on the good old internet. United Airlines made a statement trying to detach themselves from the situation, but they weren't getting away that easily, and for once everyone banded together to shame the shameful, and it was fantastic. And I'm sure you can already tell what my take is going to be. The truth is, some people may argue that it's legal, and fair enough. It is mentioned in their terms and conditions that they have the right to deny someone a flight if it's overbooked. Not that they've really denied more removed, but nonetheless. It may well be in their contracts. But just because something's legal doesn't make it right. We have to challenge authority, and in this instance, if that is right and that is fair, then that needs to be changed. I have no doubt about that. Overbooking is a way that causes unnecessary convenience for many paying customers. It should be the company's job to provide a service once it is paid for, and if they cannot guarantee that, they shouldn't involve themselves in practices that play with the concept. And now this poor gentleman has had to face the consequences for United Airlines greed, because believe it or not, people often have places to be at a specific time, which is why they book the fucking seat at that fucking point. Well, I hope this bloke turns down any meager compensation and goes to the court to deal some damage, because it's the only way that you can send a message to these big names that their customers are still fucking human beings. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day, humanity. People can always be authoritative and talk about practicalities, but the truth is, I can still call people, businesses, and establishments out for being cunts. You may have a legal right to be a cunt, but I also have a legal right to call you one. What they did was inherently wrong. They physically attacked someone for their own cynical ploy that was reprehensible from the offset. I'm glad karma is hitting them where it hurts, their profits, and hopefully justice will take its turn. I'm The Right Opinion, and the skies may be friendly, but the ground is a massive cunt.